All right, guys, welcome to Colorado. We have the same process as yesterday. We'll start with a statement from Coach, players' questions, then we'll let them leave and ask some questions for Coach. You do have mics on each side, so please raise your hand and we can start this. So, Coach, what are your thoughts on your team today?
Well, look, yesterday, less than 24 hours, I was sitting here questioning the fight of these guys. And I think I know I said it to them, I can't remember if I said it in here, that we would find out a lot about our team in the next 24 or 18 to 24 hours. And I think we found out about this team, the fight that they have and they came back with. And I wish we'd have played like that against Michigan State. I think Michigan State had a lot to do with it. But number one, to beat a program like UConn, I mean, that's not easy to do. I mean, Coach Hurley's a hell of a coach. They run their stuff so well. They're hard to guard. These guys really battled all game long. But, again, coming down the stretch, win or lose, I was going to be proud of this group. And we finally won there. We got to stop at the end. They got a rebound. Andre made a hell of a shot there on the play we ran. Elijah Malone was terrific. Julian ran the team. Everybody that played for us played well and contributed to this win. And couldn't be more proud of this group.
Any questions for the players?
Andre, can you just sort of walk us through what you saw on that last basket? And Julian, after he answers, what was your vantage point in that play as well?
I mean, Coach trusted me to make the last play, and he called a really good play for me, and I knew that I just have to go down there and finish. And, you know, that's basically, it's a great team win, great bounce back. After a bad game yesterday, we show character, and we defended our ass off. UConn is probably one of the best offensive teams that I played in my college career. So it's a great team win, and you know, way to finish it.
On that last play, you know, I got on the ball. I saw he had a lane, and you know, Elijah did a great job sealing his man down there. So Andre had his guy one-on-one, and you know, I saw him get downhill. He got it up, and we all crashed because I mean there was only 5 seconds left for down one, but when it came out of his hand, it looked good. So,
I got a question for Julian, but actually Andre, when you made the layup, I couldn't quite see from my angle. Could you see that it went in, or did you know it went in because you heard the crowd? I didn't know where your angle was coming down.
I fall down and then I saw it went in. So I thought I got fouled, but you know, I made a layup, so we won the game. So it doesn't matter.
Julian, as you prepared for UConn. Did you sense, you know, in the first half, I know they got up on you by 11 points, or maybe in the second half, that maybe they were a little vulnerable, maybe lacking a little bit of confidence? You know, they had that intense game against Memphis. I'm just curious from your standpoint where you, as a team, look to take advantage of that and where their weaknesses might have materialized today.
You know, yeah, they did go up, you know, 10, 11 on us, but I thought it was more our team because. You know, yesterday we went down 10-11 and we folded. You know, we started playing individual basketball and we played really apart. And I thought today, and you know, we just started to grind out possessions and make them work because you know they run a lot of action on offense, and so we want to make them work as much as they were making us work, and we just tried to wear them down.
For both of the players, you know, last night it was pretty tough, and you had a quick turnaround. And what were the conversations like as you prepared to play UConn today? What did y'all do to try to rally yourselves?
I mean, it's really we just can't get beat up the same way that Michigan State beat us up because, you know, we felt that they, like, out-physicaled us and everything like that. So, you know, we went back, did our recovery, everything that we need for, you know, our bodies to feel good for today. And we just talked about it like, all right, like, we can't let this happen again. We can't take bad shots. And then we just let it go, got into our UConn scout.
And for us, everything starts on defense. I think if we, you know, keep getting stops and rebound the ball, nobody can beat us. So we were great there today, and that's why we won the game.
Andre, this is the second straight game that both of UConn's primary bigs fouled out. You drew through personal fouls yourself. Obviously, them not having size at the end was critical. You guys going to Elijah. How much of a point of emphasis was it to get them in foul trouble down low?
I mean, our game plan was, you know, play inside out, and Elijah has been awesome. You know, he's playing great, and you know, at the beginning they were doubling him, so we got some wide open threes, and then you know he was going one-on-one, and he missed some layups, but he played great today, and that's why we won the game.
Good.
Yeah, excuse me, for Julian. You talked about some of the conversations the team had, not wanting to come out and get beat up again today. Take us in the locker room just now. How sweet of a feeling was it? And, by that same token, how do you came off such a disappointing one yesterday, big high today. How do you kind of move on from this one? And obviously one more game to go.
It feels good. It's exciting, obviously, to beat a program like that. They won the Natty back-to-back years, so that's always, they're just a great team, so that's obviously great. But we know that we're gonna have a tough game tomorrow either way. So we're gonna be happy about this now. And get back, see who wins at whatever time they play. I don't know, and then just be ready to go tomorrow because we can't be too up on ourselves because we know that we're gonna be in for a tough physical game again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, guys.
Job.
Appreciate it.
Job's you.
We'll open it up to questions for Coach.
Tad, congrats on the win. A lot of places to go here, but I'm curious from a strategy and tactical approach with their bigs. They fouled out yesterday. Now, granted, that game went to OT, and I think one of them fouled out in the bonus session. But were you looking intentionally to exploit that with some of that maybe lack of discipline on their end? But obviously, them not having either on the floor for the game-winning basket was a big factor, and I wonder if you intentionally schemed that up knowing that both Reed and Johnson weren't there.
Yeah, like Matt, like Andre said, we always want to play inside out. We don't go into a game necessarily trying to foul somebody out. I mean, you always want to be aggressive. And look, UConn is an aggressive defensive team. I mean, they play physical, and it's one of those games where it's hard to officiate because they put so much pressure on the officials. And we had a strong crew today that called it like they saw it, and so we talk about playing defense without fouling, and UConn, number one, they're deep, and number two, they run their offense as good as anybody in the country. I'm telling you, best offensive scheme I've seen in my 19 years as a head coach, quite frankly. And but in terms of our game plan, we want to play inside out, play our game, take better shots. I was really disappointed in our shot selection last night. I thought it got a lot better today. Still took a couple tough ones, but definitely going inside to Elijah Malone. He is a weapon for us, and he's a problem for other teams, obviously, because he's a load down there, and they started doubling him at the end, and then he started passing, and if we can start figuring that piece out, we'll be a pretty tough team to guard.
Dad, right here. Yeah, you guys shot 38% in the first half, 62.5% in the second half. You mentioned some of the shot selection with the game yesterday. How much of that was correlated with the first half today, and what really switched at halftime that enabled you guys to be able to have success?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I thought we had good looks in the first half. We just didn't finish them. They beat us up at the rim a couple times. They lead the country in block shots, so they really – we had some curls that should have been layups that weren't. So in the second half, we did a better job of finishing, and that's part of it. We made open shots, which you have to do when you get them against UConn, because again, they are a physical team defensively, and that's one of the reasons they foul a lot. And but you better be strong with the ball from the guard position to the 5 spot, and we were.
Tad, I remember asking you during the preseason, when you get into a game, late game situation, who's the guy that's going to take the shot in the clutch? At that time, you kind of said the answer was to be determined. But
yeah.
Today, first time you're in that situation really this season, why the play at the end and why Andre?
Well, two reasons. Number one, we had a possession a few before that where, got down to the end of the shot clock and we didn't even get the ball to the rim. And I thought to myself, well, there's KJ's not out there, Tristan's not out there, Cody's not out there, but we got guys. So I saved my timeouts for a reason, and that play at the end, option one is getting Elijah the ball down low. Julian's got to make that decision. Option 1A is getting the ball to Andre, zipping up the lane there, and then we clear it out and let him go to work, and he did it. He made a tough shot, and it was a make-miss game. And then we came down and got our stop. So that play was designed for Elijah Malone and Andre Yakimovsky, and those two guys right now. I thought like the way they played tonight, their experience, their toughness, their physicality could handle UConn. You had to be physical to make the play that Andre made, and he did it. And I don't know if we have other guys that are physical enough to do that right now. Trevor made a hell of a play down the stretch, getting down the lane, but he had an angle on that one. So that was the thought there.
Coach, two areas where I saw improvement from last night to today was points in the paint and second chance points. What did you do? What adjustments did you make? You kind of started going downhill early, but you still controlled that. What did you do to have some improvement there?
Well, UConn's one of those teams, they want a dunk at the rim or they want a wide open three. Now, we told our team before the game, this is a different animal than Michigan State. Michigan State really struggled from the three-point line. UConn, made 14 threes yesterday and lost. I mean, that's tough. Now, obviously that was an overtime game. Could have gone either way, but we wanted to guard the three-point line more against UConn. Now, if they got some twos, we wanted to be mid-range twos, not twos at the rim, but we wanted to take away threes. We did not do a very good job of that, and I don't know what they ended up with from three, but they had 12 of them. When our goal is 6 or less for the opponent, so didn't do a very good job of guarding the three-point line. But it was different game plan for different opponents, and whoever we play tomorrow, it'll be a different game plan for them than it was for Michigan State or UConn.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, coming off the loss yesterday to Michigan State, what does it take from a leadership perspective to sort of change the mindset of the team and make sure that they don't get too overwhelmed by the upcoming matchup against the two-time reigning national champion team in UConn?
It takes character, like these guys mentioned. It takes toughness. It takes belief in yourself, and our guys had that. And I mentioned the fact that we're going to learn a lot about this team in this tournament, and we learned from last night, and we turned around tonight. The biggest thing I was disappointed in last night was our fight and our shot selection. And this team, we challenged them, and they had better shot selection, and they'd had a hell of a lot better fight. So really proud of them for that. But tomorrow's a new day. We got to be ready to go, whoever we play, because they're going to be good.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.